Have you ever found yourself wondering why some people, seemingly effortlessly, sail past their 80th birthday with a twinkle in their eye and a spring in their step, while for so many others, life seems to take a different turn long before then? It's a question that gently nudges at the back of our minds, especially as we get a little older ourselves. We often assume it's just about good genes, or pure luck, or maybe that one unusual diet our neighbor swears by. But the truth is, the statistics tell a rather sobering story. A significant number of us, far too many, don't quite reach that vibrant milestone of 80, or if we do, our quality of life might not be what we hoped for. This isn't a coincidence, nor is it purely predetermined. There are some truly surprising, yet often overlooked, reasons why this happens. Subtle factors that quietly, persistently, shape our journey through the years. These aren't secrets hidden in ancient texts or obscure scientific papers. They are often things right under our noses, woven into the fabric of our daily lives, that, when addressed, can drastically change your trajectory. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 5 of these surprising reasons, peeling back the layers to understand why they matter so much. And more importantly, we'll explore what practical, actionable steps you can take today to not just reach 80, but to truly live well beyond it, with vitality, joy, and a sense of purpose that keeps you thriving. Stay with me until the very end, because I promise, there's something waiting for you that might just completely change how you think about aging and the incredible potential of your later years. Let's dive right in with the first surprising reason, one that many of us might not immediately consider when we think about physical health and longevity. But its impact is profound, perhaps even more so than diet or exercise alone. This is the silent killer of loneliness and a lack of purpose. It might sound softer, less tangible than a chronic illness, but its effects on our bodies and minds are anything but gentle. As we age, our social circles can naturally begin to shrink. Friends might move away, or sadly, pass on. Family members may be busy with their own lives, jobs, and children, making regular connection more challenging. Retirement, while a joyous liberation for many, can also mean the loss of a daily routine, workplace camaraderie, and a feeling of being needed. This shrinking world can lead to profound isolation, a deep-seated loneliness that becomes more than just a fleeting sadness. It becomes a physiological stressor. Studies have consistently shown that chronic loneliness is as detrimental to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, cognitive decline, and a weakened immune system. When we feel disconnected, our bodies produce more stress hormones like cortisol, which over time can lead to chronic inflammation, high blood pressure, and even contribute to memory problems. Beyond loneliness, losing a sense of purpose can be equally devastating. When we no longer feel like we have a meaningful role to play, something to contribute, or something to look forward to, our spirits can flag, and our desire to maintain our health can diminish. It's a vicious cycle where disengagement leads to decline. But here's the empowering truth: this isn't an inevitable part of aging, and there are so many ways to combat it. It begins with actively seeking out connection and finding new avenues for purpose. Think about re-engaging with hobbies you once loved, but perhaps put aside. Did you used to enjoy painting, gardening, playing an instrument, or woodworking? Or perhaps there's something entirely new you've always wanted to try. Many local community centers offer classes and groups specifically for seniors. From art lessons to computer skills to gentle exercise classes, volunteering is another incredibly powerful antidote. Whether it's at a local charity, a library, a school, or even helping out neighbors, contributing your time and wisdom can reignite that vital sense of purpose and connect you with others who share your values. Consider joining clubs or groups that align with your interests: a book club, a walking group, a bridge club, or even a community garden. These informal gatherings are wonderful ways to build new friendships and deepen existing ones. Even simple, consistent efforts to connect with family and friends can make a world of difference. Scheduling regular phone calls, video chats, or planning monthly visits. For some, bringing a pet into their life can provide immense companionship and a daily routine that fosters a sense of responsibility and love. Remember the story of Eleanor, a lovely woman in her late 70s who had withdrawn significantly after her husband passed. She felt lost, without a role. Encouraged by her niece, she started volunteering at a local animal shelter just a few hours a week. Initially hesitant, she soon found herself surrounded by wagging tails and purring cats, and more importantly, by other compassionate volunteers. The animals needed her, and the people appreciated her. Within months, her energy returned, her laughter became more frequent, and she found a new sense of belonging and joy that truly transformed her health and outlook. Now, while nurturing our connections and finding purpose are absolutely vital for our emotional and mental well-being, our physical health is also constantly being shaped by something else many of us don't fully grasp. And that leads us to our second surprising reason. This is the hidden damage of everyday foods, specifically the silent, chronic inflammation they can cause. When we think of bad foods, we often picture greasy fast food or sugary treats. And yes, those are certainly not health foods, but the real stealthy culprits in many diets, especially as we age, are the seemingly innocuous everyday items that slowly, subtly, inflame our bodies over years, without us even realizing it. We're talking about things like highly processed vegetable oils, think corn, soybean, and canola oils, which are abundant in processed snacks, fried foods, and even salad dressings. These are often high in inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. Then there are refined sugars, not just in desserts, but hidden in everything from bread to yogurt to sauces. And for many, gluten, found in wheat, barley, and rye, can be a silent instigator of inflammation. Even if they don't have full-blown celiac disease, this low-grade, chronic inflammation isn't like the acute inflammation you get from a cut or a sprained ankle. It's a slow burn, quietly damaging our cells, our arteries, our joints, and even our brains. Over time, this silent inflammation is linked to almost every age-related disease you can imagine: heart disease, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, dementia, and even certain cancers. It compromises our immune system, making us more susceptible to illness, and it can leave us feeling generally fatigued, achy, and unwell without a clear diagnosis. Many people dismiss these feelings as just part of getting old, when in reality, they're often a direct consequence of what we're consistently putting into our bodies. The good news is, reversing this silent damage is entirely within your control. It starts with making conscious food choices that reduce inflammation and nourish your body. The core principle here is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods that Mother Nature provides. Prioritize fresh fruits and vegetables of all colors, which are packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. Lean proteins like fish, poultry, beans, and lentils are essential for muscle maintenance and overall health. Incorporate healthy fats from sources like extra virgin olive oil, avocados, nuts, and seeds, especially those rich in omega-3s like walnuts and flax seeds, and fatty fish like salmon. Aim to drastically reduce or eliminate processed sugars, white flour products, and those inflammatory vegetable oils. Read food labels carefully. If you see a long list of ingredients you don't recognize, or if sugar is one of the first few ingredients, it's probably best left on the shelf. Hydration is also incredibly important. Water helps flush toxins and supports cellular function. Consider adding anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric, ginger, and garlic to your cooking. Think of Mary, who for years suffered from chronic joint pain and brain fog, believing it was simply her age catching up. After learning about silent inflammation, she started consciously reducing processed foods, and incorporating more colorful vegetables, healthy fats, and lean proteins into her diet. Within a few months, her energy levels soared, her mind felt clearer, and her joint pain significantly diminished. She discovered that what she ate truly was her medicine. So, as we see, addressing our emotional connections and the silent threat of inflammation are powerful steps toward a more vibrant later life. But there's more to unlocking truly thriving years. And our next insights delve into how we move our bodies and how we cope with life's constant pressures. You know, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that as we get older, we should just take it easy, slow down, and perhaps even embrace a more sedentary lifestyle. We might think our bodies need more rest, that vigorous activity is for the young, or that walking to the mailbox is enough. But that widespread belief, truly, is our third surprising reason why many don't live as long or as vibrantly as they could. It's the myth of resting more in old age and the often ignored dangers of sedentary living. Our bodies are incredibly resilient and adaptive, but they are also designed to move. When we stop moving regularly, several critical things begin to happen. We start losing muscle mass at an accelerated rate, a condition called sarcopenia, which makes us weaker, increases our risk of falls, and makes everyday tasks like getting up from a chair or carrying groceries much harder. Our bone density decreases, making us more prone to fractures. Our circulation becomes sluggish, our metabolism slows down, and our joints become stiff and painful. Even our cognitive function can decline without regular physical activity. The idea that rest is best when you're older is a huge misconception that paradoxically accelerates aging and diminishes our independence. We start to rely on others more, lose confidence in our balance, and eventually, this can lead to a less active, less fulfilling life. Many people believe they are being kind to their bodies by resting, when in fact, they are slowly, unknowingly, weakening them. The good news is that it's never too late to start moving, and it doesn't mean you need to train for a marathon. The key is consistent, varied movement that builds strength, improves balance, and enhances flexibility. Start with gentle movement, daily walks, even short ones, around your neighborhood, a park, or even indoors, can make a significant difference. Aim for a brisk pace that gets your heart rate up a little, but still allows you to hold a conversation. If you can only do 10 minutes a day, do 10 minutes. The goal is consistency and gradual progression. Perhaps the most important type of exercise as we age, and often the most neglected, is strength training. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about maintaining functional strength, using your own body weight for exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, or simply standing up and sitting down repeatedly, can be incredibly effective. Resistance bands are also wonderful tools for gentle strength building. Even light weights, like cans of soup or small dumbbells, can help. Aim for 2 to 3 strength training sessions a week. This type of activity is crucial for preserving muscle mass, strengthening bones, improving metabolism, and significantly reducing the risk of falls. Don't forget flexibility and balance exercises. Practices like Tai Chi, gentle yoga, or simple stretching routines can dramatically improve your balance, coordination, and range of motion, which are vital for preventing falls and maintaining your independence. Think about incorporating movement into your daily life more naturally, parking a little further away from the store, taking the stairs instead of the elevator if it's safe, gardening, dancing to your favorite music, or even doing light housework with more vigor. Consider the story of David, who at 72 felt stiff and constantly tired. He'd given up golf and gardening, feeling he was too old. His doctor suggested very light resistance band exercises and short daily walks. David started slowly, just 5 minutes a day, building up gradually. Within 6 months, he was walking for 30 minutes, 3 times a week, and doing a simple resistance routine. His energy levels soared, his stiffness eased, and he even started hitting golf balls again. He realized that movement wasn't a burden. It was his ticket back to a life he loved. Beyond how we move our bodies, there's an invisible force that quietly chips away at our health and longevity, often dismissed or ignored. And that brings us to our fourth surprising reason. This is the invisible weight of unmanaged stress and poor sleep. We live in a world that often glorifies being busy, and many of us carry the burdens of a lifetime of worries. As we age, new stressors can emerge: health concerns, financial anxieties, grief, or caring for a spouse. It's easy to wave away chronic stress or poor sleep as just part of getting old, a natural consequence of the years passing by. But this is a dangerous misconception. Chronic stress, the kind that lingers day after day, keeps our bodies in a constant state of fight or flight. This isn't just a feeling, it's a physiological response that elevates cortisol, the stress hormone, leading to a cascade of negative effects: increased inflammation, high blood pressure, weakened immune system, digestive problems, and even memory issues. Our bodies simply aren't designed to be under constant stress for decades on end. Similarly, poor sleep, whether it's difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or having fragmented, unrefreshing sleep, is far more than just feeling tired. Sleep is our body's crucial time for repair, regeneration, and detoxification. It's when our cells rebuild, our hormones regulate, and our brains clear out metabolic waste products that can contribute to cognitive decline. Chronic sleep deprivation impairs our immune function, disrupts our metabolism, affects our mood, and significantly increases our risk for accidents and chronic diseases. Many seniors suffer from both unmanaged stress and inadequate sleep, unknowingly undermining their longevity and vitality. The empowering news is that we have incredible power to manage both stress and sleep, often with simple, consistent practices. For stress management, it's about finding what brings you calm and incorporating it regularly into your day. Mindfulness and meditation, even just 5 or 10 minutes daily, can train your brain to respond differently to stress. Simple deep breathing exercises, practiced throughout the day, can immediately calm your nervous system. Spending time in nature, whether it's a walk in a local park, sitting by a body of water, or simply tending to a few plants, has profound calming effects. Reconnecting with hobbies and enjoyable activities, reading a good book, listening to music, engaging in creative pursuits like knitting or painting, can be powerful stress relievers. And of course, social connection, as we discussed earlier, is a huge buffer against stress. If stress feels overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can provide valuable coping strategies. For improving sleep, establishing a consistent sleep schedule is paramount. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. Optimize your sleep environment. Make your bedroom dark, quiet, and cool. Limit screen time from phones, tablets, and computers at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with melatonin production. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals late in the evening. Develop a relaxing pre-sleep routine, perhaps a warm bath, reading a calming book, or gentle stretching. If you're on medications, discuss with your doctor if any might be interfering with your sleep. Consider the example of Robert, a retired teacher who was constantly stressed about his finances and sleeping only a few fragmented hours a night. He felt perpetually exhausted and irritable. His daughter encouraged him to try a free online guided meditation app and to make his bedroom a true sanctuary. Initially skeptical, Robert committed to it. He started with just 10 minutes of meditation each morning and turned off his TV an hour before bed, reading instead. Slowly, his sleep improved, and he felt a subtle shift in his ability to handle daily worries. His blood pressure even began to normalize. He learned that small, consistent efforts could truly make a world of difference. We've covered the critical roles of connection, nutrition, movement, and managing our inner world. But there's one more crucial piece to this puzzle. A mindset shift that can make all the difference. And it's something often overlooked. Perhaps the most surprising of all. Our fifth and final surprising reason, and perhaps the most empowering, ties all of this together with a neat bow. It's about a fundamental shift in how we approach our health as we age. Many of us are trained, from a young age, to operate with a repair mindset when it comes to our bodies. We wait until something hurts, until a symptom becomes undeniable, until we feel truly unwell, and only then do we visit the doctor, hoping for a fix. We treat our bodies like a car that only gets attention when the check engine light comes on, or when it breaks down completely on the side of the road. But what if the secret to living long and well, to truly thriving past 80, wasn't about fixing problems, but preventing them in the first place? This is the overlooked power of a maintenance mindset versus that reactive repair mindset. Far too many people neglect regular checkups, ignore subtle signs, or dismiss new aches, pains, memory slips, or changes in energy as just old age when they could, in fact, be early warnings from their body. Waiting for a crisis is not only far more damaging and often irreversible, but it's also much harder to recover from. A reactive approach means problems are often more advanced, more complex, and significantly harder to treat, leading to a diminished quality of life in later years. This isn't just about annual physicals. It extends to consistent dental health, proactive vision care, regular hearing checks, and understanding your blood work. Embracing a maintenance mindset means becoming the CEO of your own health. It means scheduling and attending those regular checkups, not just when you're feeling ill, but as routine maintenance appointments. This includes visiting your dentist regularly, seeing an optometrist for your eyes, and an audiologist for your hearing. These senses are crucial for staying connected and engaged with the world. It also means listening intently to your body. Pay attention to persistent discomfort, unusual changes in your energy levels, appetite, sleep patterns, or mood. Don't dismiss new or worsening symptoms as simply part of getting older. While some changes are normal, many are signals that something needs attention, and catching them early can make all the difference. Be proactive with information. Understand your family history and any genetic predispositions you might have. Be informed about common age-related conditions and what symptoms to look for. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself at appointments. Ask questions, express your concerns, and seek second opinions if you're unsure or uncomfortable with a diagnosis or treatment plan. Take advantage of preventative screenings recommended by your doctor, such as mammograms, colonoscopies, bone density scans, or blood tests to monitor cholesterol, blood sugar, and vitamin levels. These can detect issues long before they become serious problems. Discuss with your doctor if certain nutritional supplements like vitamin D, B12, or omega-3s might benefit you, especially if your diet has gaps or you have specific deficiencies. Stay up to date on recommended vaccinations, such as the flu shot, pneumonia vaccine, and shingles vaccine, as these can protect you from serious illnesses that become more dangerous with age. Finally, assess your home environment for safety. Simple modifications like improving lighting, removing tripping hazards, or installing grab bars can prevent falls, which are a major cause of injury and decline in older adults. Think of John, who always prided himself on being tough and rarely went to the doctor unless he was seriously ill. He ignored persistent heartburn, dismissing it as indigestion. Eventually, it became so severe he couldn't ignore it, and he was diagnosed with a serious stomach condition that had been brewing for years. After a difficult recovery, he changed his entire approach. Now, he sees his doctor regularly, pays attention to subtle changes in his body, and is proactive about his health. Catching a potential blood sugar issue early, he realized that being tough actually meant being smart about prevention. So, there you have it. 5 surprising reasons why reaching and thriving past 80 isn't just a dream, but a very real possibility for so many more of us. It's about breaking free from the silent grip of loneliness and finding renewed purpose in every day. It's about understanding that the food on our plate can either heal or harm us, often in ways we don't immediately see, leading to silent inflammation. It's about embracing consistent movement and activity, recognizing that our bodies are designed for more than just rest, and that a sedentary lifestyle is a thief of our vitality. It's about mastering the internal landscape of our stress and sleep, the often invisible architects of our daily well-being, which, when neglected, can silently chip away at our health. And finally, it's about adopting that powerful maintenance mindset, treating our bodies like the precious, complex machines they are, worthy of consistent care and proactive attention, not just emergency repairs. Remember, none of these changes need to be monumental overnight. You don't have to overhaul your entire life in one go. Small, consistent steps truly do accumulate into incredible transformations. Your journey to a longer, more vibrant life is built one conscious choice at a time. One gentle walk, one healthy meal, one moment of connection, one proactive checkup. Every single day offers a fresh opportunity to make those choices that will lead to more energy, more joy, and more years of living fully. You have the power within you to shape your future, regardless of the age on your birth certificate. I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. What resonated with you the most from what we've discussed today? What steps are you already taking, or perhaps planning to take, to embrace a more vibrant future and defy those statistics? Share your experiences and insights in the comments section below, because your journey and your wisdom could be just the encouragement someone else needs to start their own transformation. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps our channel grow and reach more people who can benefit from this information. And of course, subscribe to our channel for more valuable insights, practical tips, and encouraging content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep living fully, keep exploring, and keep celebrating the incredible gift of life. No matter your age, you've got this.